Welcome back, children. In this video, we are going to see the relief feature of Saudi Arabia and then the vegetation and the climate of Saudi Arabia. Come, let us see the PPT and learn about it. Okay, let us start with the relief features. What is the relief feature? How the land is exactly situated. Here, most of Saudi Arabia lies on the rocky plateau covered by huge desert. Okay, we have already learned about plateau, right? What is a plateau? A plateau is a raised land, a land which is higher than the surrounding area, but it is not as high as a hill or a mountain, almost to the size of hill sometimes. And the main difference is the plateaus will have a flat top. That is why they are also called as tableland. So this Saudi Arabia lies in a plateau, rocky plateau. So the plateau is made up of huge rocks and it is a rocky plateau. And on top of that plateau, they have huge desert. On the west, near the Red Sea, it rises steeply. See, while looking at the border, we saw, right, on the west side of the country, we have Red Sea. So near that Red Sea, this plateau is rising steeply like this. Okay, it is climbing steeply and then it normalizes at the top. And then again on the northeast direction, it is sloping down gently. How it is? It is sloping down gently. Suppose if you take north, south, west and east, see the plateau is rising steeply like this, then a flat top, and then it is gradually sloping like this. Okay, so the country is situated on top of this area, this flat area. We have this Saudi Arabia. Okay, so on the west near the Red Sea, it rises steeply. On the northeast, the plateau slopes gently. We can find a lot of sand dunes in this area due to the erosion of soil and strong wind. Have you heard about sand dunes? Yes, you can look at the background picture here, right? So what are they? The hills of sand, small hills of sand in the desert area that we call as sand dunes. And they are formed because of the strong winds and soil erosion. Soil erosion means the soil from that land area will be taken away. And they will be taken away either because of flowing water or wind. Here in case of desert, it is the wind that is carrying all these soil particles to other area. Because of that, sand dunes are formed. Now let me show you some pictures of sand dune. So this is a big desert. You can see the desert is not having a flat surface. Okay, the sand here, they are not put in a flat way. You can see up and downs of sand hills. These are nothing but the dunes, sand dunes. We call them as sand dunes. Here you can see a huge sand dune and you can see the fine dust particle or the sand particle which is blown away by the wind. So when heavy wind blows, it will take the sand particle from one area and it will settle down in the nearby area where another sand dune will form. So the sand dunes are not permanent. As the wind blows, from one place, the sand will move to another place. So here also you can see ups and downs of many sand dunes. Okay, this formation of hill type of sand piling is called as sand dunes. And now let us see about the climate of Saudi Arabia. Okay, as I told you, the Saudi Arabia lies in a desert. So what type of desert, what type of climate the country will have? Naturally, they will have desert climate, right? Since Saudi lies in desert area, they have desert climate. And we have learned a lot about desert climate, how the summers will be and how the winters will be, right? How the summers will be, the days will be very hot and nights are cool. The winters, the days will be warm, whereas the nights will be very cold. This is how the climate or the temperature will be there in desert. And because of this, they will have high range of temperature and no rain. Yes, they don't have much amount of rainfall in the desert area. Range of temperature is very high. What is range of temperature? The difference between the maximum and minimum temperature in 24 hours in one day. That we call as the range of temperature. Here you can see the example. So during the daytime, the temperature will reach maximum, right? For example, take in that desert, if it is 55 degrees Celsius, and the nighttime minimum temperature will be 5 degrees Celsius. So if we minus 5 from 55, that is the range of temperature is nothing but 55 degrees Celsius minus 5 degrees Celsius, which is nothing but 50 degrees Celsius. This is the range of temperature, which is very high. So the deserts will usually have high range of temperature. And dust storms are quite common in these places. Have you heard about dust storms? If you have any relatives living in Saudi area or Persian Gulf, you could have heard about it. Okay, I'll show you the pictures. Dust storms are nothing but storms. You know storms, right? Storms are what? Heavy wind blowing, okay? Strong and heavy wind blowing. And when those winds bring fine sand particles with them, then we call that storm as dust storm or sandstorm. Now look at this picture. You can see the sand area, right? It is a desert area. And what you see at the background, this white color structure, don't think this is a cloud. They are not clouds. They are the strong winds carrying the dust and fine sand particles with them. Okay, these are called as sandstorms. One more picture. See, this is also a desert area which has few short trees, and you can see one big sandstorm approaching it. Right? They carry fine dust particles. Yes. This is one dust storm in Riyadh. Riyadh is the capital of Saudi Arabia, I told, right? So even the dust storm will start from the desert area, and they will pass the nearby residential areas also, big cities and towns, whatever is on their way. Okay. So the storms will cross that area also. This is Riyadh, and this picture was taken during one of the dust storms. Okay. Now let us see about the vegetation. What is vegetation? Vegetation is nothing but the plants or trees, whatever grow in a particular place. So what will grow in a desert area? We have seen already a lot of chapters, right? What will be there? We cannot find very huge amount of trees or plants because, as you all know, there is no rain. Since there is no rain, the area is very dry. Few plants like cactus, palms, and thorny bushes grow here. They can withstand the extreme climate. Extreme climate means both very hot temperature as well as the cold temperature. These plants can survive, can live in those climate. These plants always have. So these plants means the plants of the desert. They usually have certain things specific to them. What are they? They have long roots first. Why do they have long roots? Because you know desert don't have water. The underground water will be very low. So the roots will be roots have to go to a deeper area. So usually the plants will have long roots so that they can go deep into the soil to get the water. The second thing is they will have small leaves. Why means if the leaves are broader, then more amount of water will get evaporated from the plant. So to avoid that, the nature has given them small leaves so that little amount of water is evaporated or lost. Third is thorny leaves. Thorny leaves means they will have small prickles in them, thorns in them. Why? When they have this kind of prickles or thorns in them, the animals will not eat those leaves, right? So they will also not lose water because of that. So the nature have given them thorny leaves to prevent themselves from being eaten by the animals. So these are the points on vegetation. Let me show you some pictures of desert vegetation. These are some types of plants that grow in desert vegetation. This and all you know, right? Different type of cactus. You can clearly see they have a waxy coating. They will not have big leaves, a small leaf, and the stems will be very bulky to store water. And they have thorns. And this is a thorny shrub or bush. Okay, these are eaten by the animals. And then, of course, we have palm dates and all. These kinds of palm dates you can find near the oasis area where you have little amount of water. So these are the points on desert vegetation. Okay, children, in this video, we saw the relief feature. about sand dunes, about sandstorms, and the desert vegetation. In our next video, let us learn about the people and the wildlife of Saudi Arabia. Thank you for watching.